Hey, Spectrum and Demon Science. It's me, Spectrum. In this video, I am doing a challenge, and for the record, this audio is recorded after I set up everything. So just for a heads up, sorry about all the audio. I use a D12 to decide for the last part, which is the Ghoul Heroes. Two D20s to figure out what two parts monster they are, and a penny to see which file they are from my beast verse. You will see what I'm talking about in the video. Let's get into video, me going over all this part. So for this challenge, I am going to roll both of these 20s, D20s, and whatever they add up to, I'll count that many in my my gallery, and then whatever two, and then I'll re-roll again for the first two, and then I will do that again for the next guy, and then I will go for the monster. So, let's go. 5, 16. And for the record, I am also going to, give me a second. Since I have two different folders for the monsters, the Beast and the Monster Interviewer and the Beast Hunter and Cataloger, I am going to flip a coin for those. Okay, so that was 21. Now let's see who I get. Oops, I nearly forgot to flip the coin. So Tails. So Tails goes for the Beast Hunter and Cataloger. Let's go. Okay, since I got 21 on the D20, on both those D20s, and a Tails on my penny, this cataloger, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21. So, this guy is going to be a magma, half magma. It's going to be an ice magma golem. Let's see what I get for the next one. Another Tails. So, now D20. 4, 18. That's a 22. Okay, let's see. Okay, since I got the Tails for one, I'm going to go for heads and go in here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 21, 22. So the Chap Assassin Cobra. That's interesting. Okay, for the main character, it's going to be an ice magma golem next to the Chap Assassin Cobra. Okay, the second character, and the N, which stands for monster. Let's see what I get for the second character, which is going to be the antagonist, or the person who's going to intervene with this guy. 8 and 3. That is a 11. What? That's a head, so what was it? It's going to be a interviewer part. Okay, let's go see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 10, 11. Ah, great. This is gonna be a fun one. Reason being is that This one is Rafata, aka the demost version of Raftalia from Rising of the Shield Hero. This is gonna be a fun one to make. Let's see what I get for the second part of her, which is going to be the Monster Hunter side. Okay, now let's see what the second part of her is going to be. 6, 17, 23. And when I get done with all this, I'm going to roll a D12 to see which character I am combining them with from my Ghoul Hero series. Let's go. Okay, now, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23. Ho ho ho. She's going next with a crackling crystal. That's actually one of my favorite gold ones I've made. Okay, let's get to the monster. So, coin flip. Tails, so Hunter. That one. 21. So, let's go see. Okay, now let's see what the first part of the monster is gonna be. Since I got a, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So, there's 3 in each row, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 21. A glass golem. Okay. Let's see what the next part's gonna be. Okay, now that is done, for the final part, 1, 19. So 20 in the interviewer tab. Okay, let's go. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 times 3, 18. Sorry about that. That was just the video I'm working on getting done. So the hybrid. So, fun fact about this hybrid, it's actually the combination of all those other ones. It's gonna be a basic design. Body, have a glass golem, everything else is all transparent. Well, since that's nearly done, let's get to combine them with the final piece, the Ghoul Heroes. Okay, like I said, I'm gonna roll this D12. Let's see. First one's a 9, I believe. No, I believe that's a 6. So number 1's a 6. Okay, let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. Looks like the main hero is going to be mixed with Izuku Kaneki. That's going to be a fun one. Next one is a 7. Okay, so for the next one, it's actually one below Zuko. And okay. Oh man, that is hilarious. Okay. Looks like it's Sato for him. I'm going to put ghoul heroes onto that one, so that way I know, because they're sorted from the image universe and my ghoul hero universe. Let's get to this last one. And the final one for the monster, 12. Okay, let's go. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4. Looks like I got Kirishima on the last one. Oh, this is gonna be a fun one to make. So, let's see. So for the first one, I need to mix with the Ice Magma, with the Chap Assassin Cabra, and Izuku Kaneki from from Ghoul Heroes. That's just for the main character. So, let's get to the second character, aka the antagonist. So I need to mix Rafata mixed with a Crackling Crystal Golem, mixed with Sato from my Ghoul Heroes universe for the second character slash antagonist. So yeah, let's get to this last part of me going over the combinations. So for the last one, I need to mix with a Glass Golem, mixed with the Hybrid, mixed with Kirishima from my Ghoul Heroes series. Sorry about that. Okay, these are going to be a fun combinations. Let's get into the video. Let's go. Okay, before we get into the video, I want to say a few things. First off, this is a story-driven video. This is the second part. Is that this is going to be the drawing portion. And the second thing I want to say is that please hit the like button so this video can be pushed out there. And this is all for this mid-video interruption, because this is going to be a long video. And thank you all who have sat through that cringe fest of the first part. Now let's get into the main part of this video y'all are here for. Let's go. Zuku was flying above a city. He was from another world. In his world, he was from another planet. His people were born with a tail with a very sharp biological metal at the end. The tail was pure black, and his race also had the ability to use some type of weapons. These were biological weapons that could sprout from their tailbone, from their back of their from right below the rib cage, their shoulder blades, and right below the shoulder blades. The ones right above the shoulder blades were wings, and ones right below the shoulder blades were armor. Right behind the ribs, or right below the ribs, were tendrils, and the tailbone one was a tail. He was a rare one in this case. He, just like everyone else of his race, he had that biological sharp tail, but people with the tail had two. Their biological tail and then their biological weapon. But he was also born with the ability to control ice and magma. Everyone on his team was wiped by a creature they didn't see coming. What he did see, though, was a mass of body parts and wings. He soon saw a movement and saw those familiar tendrils from the corner of his eye. He flew down without no one noticing, or the creature, and he erupted a giant wall of ice, and then cast magma surrounding the creature. He then flew down into the cage he made. Using his tail and armor, he had the armor wrap around his arms, and the tail extended to its full length, and he started charging around trying to find the creature. But he didn't have very much of a chance finding it because it was near invisible, and from the steam and the ice melting, it was causing a fog that he couldn't see through. When he finally got a good sight, it wasn't the monster that was standing there. It was someone else that the monster had in its grasp. He still didn't see the monster, but he certainly saw one of its hands. The person that was holding it up was someone of Izuku's race that was on his team that he thought was white. But in reality, they were wiped and they were brought back. They didn't realize, but the way they were brought back was a weird one. They were mixed between a Demost and a crystal golem. This golem in particular, his crystal part came from allowed him to enhance his strength, and the Demost part allowed him to summon a sword and also give him the abilities to control shadows. The reason why he was caught up in there was because he was hunting that same creature to get his revenge on it for killing him. So, and the guy, since he was from Izuku's race, he was a rare case. He wasn't born with the tail with the biological metal sword at the end. Instead, he was born with one of the biological weapons that was supposed to be on his wings, but instead was fused with the one from the tailbone, causing a tail that can come up and shoot very sharp projectiles out. He finally managed to break free of the creature's grasp, and when he did, it let out a shrill shriek that was inhumane. He then met up and saw Khan and asked, "What are you doing here? You got me killed." Khan said, "I didn't see it coming," and "Look out!" pushing them both to the ground when the creature then suddenly let out a slash. He looked up and saw the tail was one of his own races. He got up and said, "That creature's one of us. That shriek is much like a pain screech. We need to take it out now." But Ralph Sato wasn't keen with that idea. He was always a brute. He loved baking, but he certainly was a brute. He was like, "I'm killing that thing. I don't care if it's one of us. I'm killing it. It killed me. I want payback." So, using his crystals on his body and the shadow manipulation, he leaped forth, readying his tail over his shoulder to shoot at the creature. But when he finally shot it, it revealed that it was indeed one of their own. The reason why it was going invisible was because it had like a glass-like casing around it. And the tails, the middle piece, was that of a golem. More of a weapons golem, to be accurate. And the tail was from one of their own. Inside of it, they didn't see the head because this person was long dead. Instead, what they saw chilled them to the bone. They saw an old friend of theirs that was killed long ago. Toka purebred. Her lifeless husk was in the center, and her wings were fully exposed, causing the creature to be able to fly off the ground. The two tails it had was similar to a basilisk. The other was her tail. It slashed at both of them. They were ducking and bobbing and weaving, managing to get underneath, landing hit after hit. But the monster soon started to start getting slashes into them. Soon after about 5 hours of fighting the thing, they managed to get a good hit onto the eye. The thing let out a shrill shriek, yet again leaped down into the crowd below. When it landed, it grabbed 2 hostages, bringing the tails to their throats. Sato, Rafa, and Kian, seeing this, they needed to come up with a plan. They came up with a plan to sneak down there while Rafa distracted the creature, and Khan snuck his way down there. When they finally were in striking distance, the creature turned its head around, seeing him. But Rafa took this as his chance to leap down and plunge his hand straight through the rock, grabbing the crystal and shattering it into pieces. His crystals on his arm were kind of damaged, but he brought it out. They took pictures and headed home. Rafa was now one of the strongest within their ranks. They avenged Toka's death, and Khan gained a new respect for his friends. Well, I hope you all enjoyed today's video, and the reason why I did is because I want to do something special since it's the first Friday of me doing these kinds of videos with backgrounds. Well, subscribe to John Spockstone or D Must Alliance. Goodbye and peace out.